Stream didn't have audio, now they do. Alright, anyone have any other PRs they want to get merged? Does the stream have any PRs they want to get merged? The way we're doing it is we're just calling out the number. Let's see what the stream says. Chat, what PR do you want to get merged? Alright, chat. Already merged. I think we did four PRs yesterday. We're up to 3 today. Let's see here. Yeah, the GDM one, some idea stuff, and one more. See if I can hide the video because it's, there we go, let's do that. APRs the room wants merged. Otherwise we'll defer to the stream. Alright, we got one 430558 from the stream. Let's look at this one. Matrix Alert Manager from Arathon. Thank you, Arathon. Let's check CI. Alright, CI looks good. Let's check the diff. Apologies we didn't have audio. We have a limited number of AV folks. This looks actually incredibly trivial. We can't Nix packages review on stream because we have a shallow checkout of Nix packages because of DEF CON Wi-Fi. So what we've just been doing, or rather what I've just been doing, is I've just been doing either git fetch or just manually applying the patches. We're just going to manually apply the patch. Let's build on ARC64 actually. Let's mix it up. This is Genos, which is, if you look at this one, it's got this many cores, 128 cores, 128 gigs of RAM. I mean, yeah, I'll pull all these up. This one's 128 cores, 128 gigs of RAM. Big ZAM, this is our System 76. Note how it doesn't actually show all the CPUs, it just shows average. 512 gigs of RAM, and a terabyte of swap because we had mismatches in our SSD size. Let's see what BTOP displays. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it doesn't even, yeah, there, see, that's all the CPUs. 120, let's see, 192 cores, actually, on that System 76. Alright, we're going to do this on our, should I do this on Genos? Yeah, let's do this on Genos. Just head, alright. Let's see, alright. Alright, looks like we got actually 2 PRs queued up. So do this all. Honestly, probably going to do this in the Unconference too because it's fun. So I've just been doing this, just grab the patch basically. And I mean, yep, this is the same thing. Let's see, which attribute is this? Matrix Alert Manager. Alright. Nom. Build. We actually have all of Unstable and 2505. Alright, so this is Matrix Alert Manager. And then, alright, another one, 400653. And yeah, for chat, we have 10 minutes left in this before we get to some more talks, but If we have time this afternoon in the Unconference, we might continue doing this. All right, 400653, ZMK Studio. Looks like there are 2 patches that seem pretty trivial. Or actually, let's see here. Oh yeah, here we go. There's a patch on this one. This patch does not look trivial. And this looks like a pretty standard Rust package. Yeah, and then we're knopping out some NPM during the build, deleting a download page. And yeah, this looks pretty standard. Looks like it's Nix formatted right, so thank you for that. There's that diff. Okay, so we add resolve and integrity. So interesting thing that we can do. We don't necessarily have to do it. There's a, let's see here. There's a way to actually fix NPM locks just automatically as part of the fetching, I'm pretty sure. We can definitely merge this now, though. I think this is fine. But the, let me see if I can find an example. There's a, let me see here, search.nixos, matrix alert manager is building. So we actually do this in Mattermost because we build the web app in Mattermost. Let me see if I can pull up the code that fixes this. So yeah, I mean we have, this is vendor hash and the npm deps hash, very similar because this is a Node front-end project. If you go to Mattermost, let me find it here. So we build the whole front-end. And yeah, so the one, okay, so let's see here. Missed it. Right, yeah, so we have a post fetch, basically, and it does all this kind of nonsense to chain, like, fix things in the lock file too. But there's this npm lock file fix package, basically, that you can run as a post fetch, and that will effectively do exactly what, it'll add the resolve and integrity, basically, if it's not already there. And because it's a fixed output derivation, you always get a consistent hash. So that's actually a way to do this without doing a patch, is you can just run, it's literally npm lock file fix, oops, npm, yeah, it's this one right here. Add missing integrity and resolve fields to a package lock.json file. Great example of things being difficult to discover without happening to know like exact other packages that need this stuff. However, we can merge this. Let's see what chat says. Chat doesn't say anything. We can still merge this. Let's see where. Come on, there we go. All right, but I will actually grab the patch. Actually, here's my recommendation to, who was this that asked for this one? Toma on stream. What you can do with this one, let me actually just comment on it, because I don't think we actually need this big patch file. What we can do instead of this is let me just link this here. So yeah, this is on live.nix.vegas. That's actually, yeah, that's probably true. We probably need to add it. We tweeted it out, but and I think it might be pinned or something. But yeah, it's not on nix.vegas, I don't think. All right, let's see here. So yeah, basically we can add a post fetch that just uses this npm lock file fix. I'm gonna actually link an example here. So I'm just gonna comment that here's an example. Alright, so I'm just going to comment on that. Yeah, and we'll get this merged at some point, but that will actually remove the need for this patch. I think it will, let's see here, npm deps, yeah, final atters.source, because this inherits from source, and because source will have a post fetch after the fetch from GitHub, it should, yeah, it should just kind of work. So yeah. Alright, let's see the Matrix Alert Manager one that Arathon wants merged. Oh yeah, it's doing this thing that it did. So for some reason there's like some NPM thing going on ARC64 where it doesn't always fetch. Or rather, it doesn't always, like NPM hangs or something. However, I'm just gonna reset -- hard. Add clean, git. Just gonna do the same thing here. Oops. Patch. Build -- matrix or manager. I saw this with another package. It's not just this one, where npm deps will get stuck in build phase on ARM64. But yeah, let's just see if this should work fine on x86. Yeah, there we go. All right. That looks like it worked. And I assume this is just because this is not configured, but it looks like it's at least building. So this one looks good. Very trivial one. Yeah, so this is the MK Studio one. We can merge later, but yeah, I would just use the lock file fix. So I will actually here's what I'll do on this one. I'll actually request changes. So alright, cool. Yeah, I'll once you do that, I'll merge it afterwards. But thanks for your contribution. Alright, we got like 5 minutes. Any other PRs? No worries. We merged 4 PRs yesterday. I think we're up to possibly either 4 or 5 today. Yeah, I would like to do more. Like someone commented that what's the point of having a live camera feed if we have to turn it off between like segments? And I mean, it's just DEF CON rules basically. Like we would like to have some sort of like chat participation because that's cool. The thing is, yeah, there's like rules about like if some random person walks in front of it, they may not be consenting to be recorded, and that whole thing. We actually have to tape up a sign on the camera that says like for speaker recording only, because that's just the rules basically. So, but yeah, we'd like to get more like chat involvement. Also, a good point that we didn't link it on nix.vegas, although we did tweet it out. So we'll probably add that to the site in a PR pretty soon. So. All right, any other PRs y'all want merged? Chat or room? In the meantime, yeah, we can check all the hardware specs for these various machines. So we have 4 machines here. We have Big Zam, which is our System 76. It's running Cosmic, actually. 512 gigs of RAM, 192 cores. This thing churns through builds like crazy. Then we have Genos, which is, these are named after One Punch Man characters, actually. 128 cores, 128 gigs of RAM. And then this looks like the same thing because it's almost the same machine, Tatsumaki. And then, do I not have, let's see here, Tatsumaki, let's go into Genos, because I'm on the attendee network and trying to get back into the NOC, so I'm SSH tunneling. 2-1, that is Genos. I was actually on there already. What I wanted is Saitama. There we go, alright, 21222. And this is, if I can, yeah, there we go. This is Saitama. This is our primary cache server. So this thing, same thing, 128 cores, only 64 gigs of RAM, but this one's actually kind of fun. So this has, yeah, like 3.5 terabytes of nix packages on it, but that's after being deduped and compressed. If I do zpool status-d, yeah, you can see it's actually like logically, effectively. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. 8 terabytes logical. I think it's more like 5. Let me see if I can find that though. It's in the zpool list. Where did I find that here? Zpool status-l. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, L size allocated, it's like 5 terabytes basically. Referenced 8 terabytes, so it's like 8 terabytes referenced basically effectively means that's like the amount of data, then like allocated, which is physically like how much we have, it's like 5 terabytes. So, or actually that's logical size, not, this is the physical size, which is much smaller given the fact that we are using Z standard. But yeah, we got, what is it? Harmonia, which is the Nix cache server running on these things, and then an Nginx proxy in front of that. Does GitHub have a random open PR button? Well, you know, we can. I think it's one. Actually, let's see what our schedule is. I want to make sure we're not impinging on someone else. What's at 1 p.m.? Alright, it's Britain's talk. Alright, so I think that's it for maybe a few Hydra failures. Actually, let's see. Yeah, this is it for today. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, we'll keep going as long as the stream cooperates. Alright, it's time for more PR merging. Alright, let's see if chat has any PRs they want merged. Check, check, check. Alright, chat. It's PR merging time. Alright, I'll also put it out to you guys, of course. If you guys have any PRs you want merged, call them out. Call them out by number, or call them out by keyword, or you can search in nix packages PRs. But just let me know and we'll start merging stuff. Well, after testing, of course. This ZMK Studio PR, which we just had, we requested changes because we don't actually have to patch this package to change the lock file. There's actually a fix called npm lock file fix. It's a package of nix packages that will just automatically compute the integrity hashes for everything. You can do it as part of a post fetch step, and it will automatically fix a package lock.json to a limited extent. What's up?
How does that work?
So how that works is it will basically do the npm dependency resolution step as part of the final step of the fetch. So because fetch is a fixed output derivation, meaning it always has the same hash, you will get a consistent fetch. So if something changes, the hash will change, and you'll no longer get a consistent fetch. So it just
post-fetch is part of fetch?
Post-fetch is part of fetch, yes.
Okay. There must be a hash you have to specify.
Yeah, you still have to specify the output fetch or output hash, but post-fetch can affect that hash.
Got it.
So you can use that. For instance, we use that in fetch patch.
Oh, yeah, this is like how we massage the patch
Yeah, exactly. So that you can do like normalization of patches using fetch patch. Like you can say omit these chunks, or like I don't know, revert. The classic one is like you can change the patch to be a revert of a patch, basically,
Okay.
and that actually will affect the output hash of the fetch patch because that is done as part of that fetch patch.
Yeah. So we put this in the fetch from GitHub.
Correct. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Post fetch works on a bunch of fetchers. Good example. So here's actually the Mattermost, which is a chat program. It's kind of like a self-hosted Slack. And I'll just zoom in. We do a bunch of weird things with JQ in the package lock because we have to effectively. They have their package lock broken in other ways. So fix npm deps doesn't fix everything. It just adds like the integrity, basically the integrity hash and the source, basically. But you see, we just do lib.get.exe on npm lock file fix, and then it just applies that in place, basically. And then we already have this .fix.json because we do a bunch of other nonsense to it. But
Can we ask upstream to fix this?
that's another. I mean, it's another good point. Is basically if there's not dependencies locked. I mean, not all. The thing is, I think we have this because not all projects like actually have integrity in their package lock.
No, but it's also a problem with NPM.
Oh, really?
There are several issues open with the actual package manager, and they've just been open
So basically, npm is sometimes screwed up, which is not surprising.
Wait, is this about a missing lock file?
Is
Or a
it
lock file
possible
that's
to do a
missing
similar
integrity?
thing to this for like the vendor in Go modules?
Actually, yes. So
I literally
effectively massaging vendor depths basically before that hash is computed. Yes, actually, and I think we do that in Mattermost as well. Yeah, so there's this override mod attrs, which is a function that basically acts as an override attrs.
pulling whatever.
Sorry.
That's fine. I think it's generally like when people get close to the speaker, it reflects back.
Yep. Stay away from. Sorry.
No worries. But yeah, the override mod attrs I think is just basically nixpkgs has a lot of magic, and override mod attrs with Go packages is one of those pieces of magic. It's just effectively lets you do an override attrs on a Go module fetch. And you see it takes a function, we don't care about the argument, so it's an underscore. And all it does is we just assign a custom build phase that does like this Go work vendor thing, because Mattermost uses Go's workspaces, and really Go's workspaces are pretty infrequently used, and so we need a custom step in the fetcher that this automatically generates. And so, yeah, this is a good example of like there is magic, but there is like a way to override it, but also that way to override it is kind of tribal knowledge, and like you'd probably either have to go digging through nixpkgs manual or like look at similar derivations to do that. So we actually, interestingly, in Mattermost do both of them.
I'm glad I asked. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. All right, let's see if I'm gonna post the question to chat. And yeah, as a reminder, this is whose PR is it anyway, where the version bumps are all made up, and the merges don't matter. Do you guys want any PRs merged? I mean, I can search stuff too.
Home Assistant.
That doesn't tell you which version of NPM that you're using.
I mean, let's just pick a random PR, why not?
We installed Node 5 years ago. There's like a lock file version, but that doesn't tell you the version.
Let's do one that's just a pretty
I guess it gives you a balance.
sync IO unify. Oh boy.
If it's version whatever, the lock file that was added in NPM 23 years ago.
Let's try a more complicated one. Let's
You try one.
see if anyone has any PRs open to something that is going to be a lot of rebuilds.
Just check out one of my PRs.
One of your PR. All right. What's the number? Or what's a number?
For one that has master
we go. Filters. I think it's by. Or from. I'll go from your GitHub. Let's pick a 5,000. See, I want one that's like kind of unambiguous. Most of these are actually merged. See, this one, global LLVM version bump. I'm not sure I want to merge that right now. Let's just pick any rebuild. Here we go, someone updated IP route 2. That's an important package. Alright, this one's pretty unambiguous. It's a merge into staging, which is designed to prevent mass rebuilds from tying up all of Hydra until staging next is run, basically. Let's do this one on the 192 core machine. See actually how long it's going to take to clone all of Nix packages on DEF CON Wi-Fi, first of all. Actually, that's not half bad. It's actually going at a reasonable rate. Mostly because I want to actually run... good demo would be running Nix packages review on this, except it's going to rebuild everything. Let's see what chat has to say. It's actually going pretty quickly now. One of the things that we did earlier today is we wrote, or rather, Andrew wrote an NF tables rule that sets all of the IP priority bits on all of our outgoing packets. So maybe things will drop packets less, but who knows? Alright, let me grab big exam. 21221. Alright. So yeah, here's how we're going to do this one. I'm just going to apply it as a patch. You can actually get a .patch file from GitHub. And alright, matrix alert manager doesn't really matter, but let's just try, first of all, just make sure that IP route, oops, let's see. Make sure that IP route 2 at least builds, because that's the subject of the PR. Actually, here, because this is the 192 core machine, let's git stash, git checkout, let's see, fetch, origin, staging. So we're actually going to try building staging, because this PR was made against staging. You don't necessarily have to do that when reviewing staging PRs. The downside of using staging is that because it's staging, Hydra doesn't build it. So you have to basically rebuild everything if you're going to be, building staging. But we have 192 cores at our disposal, so we're going to be doing that, actually. And I'm actually just going to say get fetch dash depth equals 1. I don't want more than that. And you do that because it has to download way less than it ordinarily would. Alright, so we got staging. So check out staging. Origin / staging. Uh-oh. Oh, I know why. Actually, I have to use git clone -- branch because we did a depth 1. Let's see how our full clone's doing. That's not bad. 1.6 gigs so far. DEFCON Wi-Fi has definitely gotten better. Alright, we got staging now. Alright, we're going to patch that. Oh, that's the wrong patch. Let's see here. This patch. Alright, build -a IP route 2. Alright, see how many rebuilds we have because this is staging. So NOM is Nix output monitor. It is a wrapper around Nix that you will see very, very shortly what it is. It is the nice wrapper around Nix that does that. Alright, so we have 387 rebuilds. Good handful of fetches, actually. But not a whole lot, actually. And, well, it's going to start rebuilding fairly soon. Let's see how many of these it can churn through at once. System 76, I think like Thelio Ultra or something. Thelio Mega. And once it stops fetching, well... Yeah, here we go.
Show us that detail.
I'm working on it. Here we go. Well, let's go H-top first. So H-top actually doesn't list all the CPUs, it's only lists the average. Well, let's check B-top. So there's actually more. It's 192, oh, there we go. 192 cores in this Threadripper Pro. Well, it's compiling Perl and about a million other things. Just gonna put that tmux window out of the way. Oh, there we go. All right, we're talking now. Let's check H-top too. And just for fun, let's configure H-top to display all the CPUs. All right, there we go. Set up. Bar. Here we go. I have to actually add a. Oh, yeah, here we go. All CPUs. Maybe not. Uh-oh. Yeah, there we go. Except now I can't get that gone. Setup. Oh. Okay, so I've got so many CPUs that I like broke H-top's config. I can't go and like remove all these this display from H-top. So I'm gonna have to. Just gonna do that. Just delete my H-top config. Should be noted, this machine's also streaming, so how's the stream quality? Although it is actually mostly using the GPU for encoding, so it actually might be okay. Alright, there we go. It's using a good chunk of memory.
That machine here?
It's right there. Yeah.
Can't even hear it.
Alright, let's try the CPU thing again. One to 8. Oh, this. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, there we go. That's, I mean, at least somewhat reasonable. There we go.
Load averages, or are we writing regex for NVIDIA?
There we go. Oh yeah, yeah. Technically, Ampere has a 256 core CPU. I mean, it's going for Pearl right now. By the way, yeah, the System 76 is running Cosmic because, of course, it is.
Yeah, they announced it like they started.
And actually, all right, yeah, here we go. The DEF CON Wi-Fi has gotten kind of slow, not due to this build, but just due to the fact that it's gotten slow.
I did something with this.
Actually, I'm relatively sure that this is my laptop having a bunch of Wi-Fi interference from everything. Because the Nix Vegas Wi-Fi is actually on 2.4. I've got a thing on that on the knock table to add a 5, but just haven't gotten around to it. Alright, it's actually still going. We're 4 gigabytes of Nix packages fetched for the full clone, which I should have totally done at home. And actually, it's like pretty reasonably fast. It's 5 megabytes per second. I mean, that's like actually pretty good. So actually, this might be the reason that it's slow, is that we're just using all of our available bandwidth.
And I'm streaming it as a same connection. It's like it may sound fine. The way it is.
Well, luckily, at least, this is mostly done for our full Nix packages clone, so we'll be able to run Nix packages review on a 192-core Threadripper Pro pretty soon. Mostly because I just want this thing to rebuild everything on a Nix packages review because it would be funny. In any case, the staging PR is going. Oh yes, that open sprinkler or whatever PR actually got merged today. It got unblocked in review, and it looks like that got merged. So we got one more today. Alright, there we go. We're 90% received in Nix packages. So hopefully we should be stop using all the bandwidth relatively soon. Alright, there we go. Alright, bandwidth is all back. And there we go. Alright. That's the number of builds that kind of expecting on this system. What's that? Yeah, go for it. Yeah, if you guys have a PR, shout it out. Sorry, say again? 432? 432397. Empire compiler. So, do we normally add maintainers entries in separate commits?
That's normal. Separate.
I'm pretty sure they're separate. They should be separate commits. Yeah. And the other question I got, maybe this is more of a Tom question too. Is the maintainer supposed to add themselves? I guess my question is, why are we adding a maintainer's entry if it's free committing it?
That's the point.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. Is that person present?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think people really go fast. But like, there's a lot there. And at that narration, you can say has somebody else on it, somebody else, and it's also so it's
All right, here we go. We have Nix packages. So yeah, now we can actually show off Nix packages review on something. Let's check chat. Alright, yeah, the stream should be better a little bit now because we're not shoving all of Nix packages over DEF CON Wi-Fi. Alright, if anyone else has a PR, call it out. See how this IP route 2 compile is going. And it's going. Oh, there's 13 minutes in, 246 builds left, and it is using... Oh, oops, what? Just failed there. Well, that's weird. Let's run it again. Configuring curl and core utils. That's probably going to unlock a whole bunch of builds at once after those two go through.
And yes, that a term for that is the pessimistic view. Hey, just because GCC changed doesn't actually you can just make a rule that's fix a bug. It doesn't even apply to the code. And then was there any reason?
Running the core utils check phase. All right, why the hell did core utils fail? Oh boy. The core utils test suite failed. That's probably true, honestly. Let's do -- cores. Let's pretend there are 32 cores. See if core utils does any better. It's ironic that it's called core utils, yet it's failing if the machine has 192 cores. Like, I don't know. Maybe they should fix that. So yeah, if you're doing mass rebuilds of things, sometimes you will run into packages that just fail if various system level things that you can't control with Nix exist. Like way too many, like having a bunch of cores. I've run into, actually with Java, having too much memory. Sometimes Java will use, if you have a huge Java build, it will try to use the heap very aggressively. and this can cause issues if it forgets to GC, and I've not really gotten failures, more just slowdowns.
A fun one is when you have CFS and then a package is trying to provide some file system testing and it fails because of your own CFS.
Yeah, or file system stuff. All right, so for some reason, core utils is like actually failing on staging apparently. It's the same two tests as well, I think. Test Duke 2. No, actually, that's different. Let's do fewer cores. I wonder what changed. All right, we are back. So core utils is like actually failing on staging for some reason. It's like random tests too. No, actually that's the same test. All right, so we can't do that one right now. I'm not sure why. Does chat have any PRs they want merged? All right, we're going to take a break from whose PR is it anyway, and we actually have a lightning talk. So we're going to get set up for that. Give us a sec.
right. Good evening, nixpkgs.